Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear listeners, welcome to our special Ramadan podcast series, The Path to Happiness. Throughout this blessed month, we will explore what it truly means to be happy. It sounds easy, but trust me, it is not. But we will see the meaning of happiness from an Islamic perspective, okay? And today, we begin with a fundamental question. So this is a question to me, and it's also a question to you. For you, what is true happiness?
أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد.
So we all seek happiness. Some find it in wealth, okay? Others in statues, relationships, or, material success. But why is it that so many people who have all of these things, but they still feel empty inside? As Muslims, we know that true happiness is not in what we own, but is in the state of our hearts. The Quran tells us, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الذين آمنوا وتطمئن قلوبهم بذكر الله ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب صدق الله العظيم. It means in English, verily, in the remembrance of Allah, do hearts find rest. This verse gives us, the key to happiness. Period. It is not in the temporary pleasures, but in a deep connection with Allah. Let's reflect for a moment, okay? Imagine someone who spends their life chasing money, fame, or entertainment. I know how that feels, okay? I know how that feels. They may feel a moment of joy. So true. But as soon as those things fade, so does their happiness, of course. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, true richness is not having many possessions, but true richness is in the richness of the soul. This means that no matter what we own, if our hearts are not content, we will always feel like something is missing. It's so true that no matter what we own, if our hearts are not content, we will always feel like something is missing. Now let's talk about the Islamic formula for happiness. This is what we want, okay? Islam teaches us that happiness comes from three things. Just three things. First one, we're talking about faith. الإيمان. طبيعة الحال. It's like trusting Allah's plan. I know this is hard, and I'm trying my best to achieve this one, because I think this is the most important one. Faith. Trusting Allah's plan. Trusting your creators. No matter what happens, as we say, فيها خير. And knowing that He is always with us. The second one is gratitude. Being thankful. I'm thanking God and I'm thanking my Allah for waking up today. I'm thanking it for the food, for the water, for the fact that I can breathe, I can see, I can walk, okay? And being thankful for what we have instead of chasing what we don't. It's not easy to do. I know. It's not easy. I'm discovering this too, okay? This podcast is for me at first sight, and of course it's for you. And we have three. Patience. Sabr. This one is hard. I don't think that people from my generation, we don't have that. I don't know why, but this is what my mom keeps saying. Means that you from this generation, you don't have patience. Understanding that difficulties are tests and will pass with time. It's all relative to the first one, faith. It's like trusting Allah's plan. So when we align our hearts with these values, the values of, these three things, happiness becomes a state of being, not just an emotion that comes and goes. So it's like happiness becomes a reality. Not something just like, when you buy something expensive, you buy new stuff. That happiness will come and go. But when we value these three things, talking about faith, talking about gratitude and patience, happiness becomes a state of being. And in Ramadan is the perfect time to reset our hearts. As we fast and pray and reflect, we are reminded that happiness does not come from food, does not come from social media or entertainment. It comes from closeness to Allah. Okay, take a moment today. This is a to-do. This is something we all going to do. Take a moment today to ask yourself, what truly makes me happy? Am I seeking happiness in the right places? How can I increase my connection with Allah this Ramadan? May Allah grant us hearts full of happiness. I will see you in the next episode, inshallah, where we will discuss how faith brings joy to our lives. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a loved one, and let's spread the message of happiness this Ramadan. Thank you all. Jazakumullahu khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد.